Hello and welcome back to Grow Joyfully. Today we are going to make an easy no-bake cherry cheesecake. The only part that you do bake would be the crust. So let's get started. I'm using my smaller size food processor to chop up and process one sleeve of graham crackers. I'm going to pour the graham crackers into the pan. Add the 1 stick of butter and 2 tablespoons of sugar. Mix well. Make sure you get all the butter and the sugar well incorporated. There's a crumb we never got very well in the food processor. Just smash them up. Mix it well and shape it to the pan. Be right back. So it's mixed together now a little better. Just make sure that you press it down well. It doesn't have to be beautiful, just tastes good. Then we're going to bake this in a 350 oven for 5 minutes just to set it. While the crust is in the oven baking, I'm going to use my larger Ninja food processor and add 2 8-ounce packages of cream cheese. Now if you forget to get them out ahead of time, you can put them in the microwave, obviously out of their foil package, in a bowl, and microwave them for about 10 seconds at each interval for 40 seconds altogether. So that's what I did, just to make sure it was smoother. It's going to be smoother and creamier in the end. So now we're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla and a teaspoon of fresh lemon juice and a 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk, such sticky, yummy stuff. Totally calorie-free. Ha. Get the last bit of goodness out of there. Then add the lid, put on the motor, and because it's so noisy, I really don't want to do it on camera, but just to show you how it's mixing up. It's hard to tell at the angle I have the camera. See if we can fix that a little bit. We're going to pulse it several different times. You can see it's starting to get mixed up from the bottom. I think we should take a look, see how smooth it is. Beautiful, isn't it? I'll scrape down the sides and get everything all stirred in. The crust is coming along quite well, but because it's so thick, I'm going to give it an additional 3 minutes for the center. Around the edges, it's starting to turn brown, but let's give it a little bit longer. Now it looks like the crust is ready. Let's take it out. It looks great. It's important to let the crust cool completely. It takes a little bit of patience for this recipe. It looks like it would be a really quick, easy to do recipe, but unless you buy the crust from the store or make it up the day before, you have to have a little patience to make sure the crust is completely cooled. And while you're waiting for that, you can go and clean up the other part of the kitchen where you've been using up all sorts of baking dishes and measuring cups and what have you. Time to add some Dream Whip or Cool Whip and fold it in. I've had the cream cheese and sweetened condensed milk mixture in the refrigerator for the last hour, setting up. And I'll probably do the same with this again. Then you just fold until it's all mixed in. Like I said, pop it back into the refrigerator so it has a chance to set up even more. The best thing to do is to make this pie a day ahead. I'll let it stay in the refrigerator for another hour or so while I'm outside in the greenhouse, and then we can put all the ingredients together. Well, it's well into the evening. It's been setting up for several hours. It's doing okay, but it's not as set as I'd like it to be. It's time to put on the canned cherries, and then I think I just might cover it and put it in the fridge until tomorrow. See how that goes. I don't even think I'll be able to spread the cherries because it's sinking so much. Now, I followed the recipe, but it seems like it's just one of those days where the cooking gods are against us. But nonetheless, it will taste really good. It may be a little thinner than I wanted it to be, but how can that not taste good? Isn't that pretty? So I hope you liked this video. I hope you enjoyed it and you learned something and that you'll give it a try. It wouldn't hurt to even have one more 8-ounce package of cream cheese in it, but then you'd have to taste the sweetness and see if it was to your liking. So I will stop messing with it and get it out in the fridge. Have a great day, and don't forget to grow joyfully. See you next time.